what we cannot do is to close one loophole but create another. So we need to make sure that these thresholds are really rigorously applied. People out there who really despise tax avoidance by large companies will no doubt be absolutely disappointed to see Amazon not covered by this global agreement. So I think it's really important that we do get those thresholds right and that the profit margin rules are set so as to include all these large multinational companies. A big part of that is a system called segmentation. So Amazon is a massive company. Most people will know it from its consumer-facing division, selling books and everything else on the internet. But they also own Amazon Web Services, which controls a huge part of the internet. Now, Amazon Web Services makes profit margins upwards of 30%, but that's within a larger multinational entity. So we need to make sure that the way that firms divide up their operations is also taken into account.
George, this isn't a global tax by any means at this point. As we were pointing out at the beginning of the programme, the G7 represents about a third of global economic activity and about 11% of the global population. If other countries, namely China and some of the larger Southeast Asian economies, are not interested in playing ball on this, do we not ultimately see a hollowing out of Western economies that have signed up to this, because companies will shift their headquarters and domicile to Singapore or other emerging economies that are not participating?
You're right that this is the beginning of a long road. So the next step is for this to go back to the G7, the wider group of countries, but also to the OECD as a whole. The Biden administration have pursued a strategy of getting global agreement first, which I think is the right thing to do. But these proposals do have clawback mechanisms in, which mean that if every country around the world doesn't agree, then there are still ways of making this work. The challenge here on international taxation of large multinational companies is that it really is a collective action problem. You need not all countries, but most countries and large economies to move at the same time. President Trump's intransigence when he was in the White House really blocked progress on that. And it's great to see an ambitious attempt to restart the talks coming from Biden. We do need international agreement, but like I mentioned, there are systems within place within those proposals to make it work, even if all countries don't sign up. So we heard some skepticism earlier from the Irish government, who currently have a tax rate lower than that global minimum. What these proposals will do, well, it will actually remove the incentive for Ireland to act in that way. If a company moves their profits from the UK to Ireland to pay a lower corporation tax rate, under the new proposals, the clawback mechanisms will mean that that company will still be paying tax. It will just be based in Ireland, but paying them in the UK. So the challenge for the Irish exchequer then is, do I want the UK to be taxing these revenues, or do I want to be collecting them myself? And that's why these are so powerful in really ending that race to the bottom, as Janet Yellen just said.